Welcome, everyone, to the Blue Vest Dads playoff preview show. And before we get into the show, I have Tony Leaf with me, one of the founding members of the BVDs. So the first question is, what in the world are the BVDs?
Well, Travis, it's like any good idea. It started off kind of as a joke. It was, this very vest I wore to a lot of the basketball games several years ago when our son was playing and your son was playing at the same time.
Right.
And then another dad had a blue vest, and so some of the dads kind of started joking about us wearing blue vests all the time. And then one of them was like, you know what? So he went online and ordered cheap blue vests for a few of the other dads.
Well, I wouldn't say cheap.
Well, no, yours.
I mean,
yeah. Not all of them were logoed.
I bumped
Like
it up
that
a
one.
notch. Yeah.
For sure. So then the idea just kind of exploded, and you got involved, and we kind of came up with a whole little group, kind of the fan club.
Yeah. Well, I think you're kind of being modest because like you. And I think Josh Segunda would walk into gyms and like the gym would like stop and people would like stare and like look like what are they wearing? It was just like a fashion statement and everyone wanted to be a part of that and it kind of grew from there, right?
Yeah. Well, that's one possibility.
Yeah. And it was like intimidating to the opponents. Like when you guys walked in, like it struck fear in the heart of the opponents.
Well, being an Aggie, I know what the 12th man can do
Right.
To an environment. So, us dads being in the stands with blue vests, cheering, supporting. I mean,
Yeah, it's the magic of the blue vest.
It brings a.
It does something.
Yeah, it does
yeah,
something for
something
sure.
special.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we are previewing a big monumental time in Warrior football history. This is our first playoff game in TAPS.
Yes.
How is Darian feeling as a freshman coming in? Now, he was able to play last year as an 8th grader.
Right.
They won state, ran the table, but this is a whole different thing. How is he feeling coming into this game?
Yeah. I think he's feeling pretty confident. They've had a pretty good season, pretty good run this year. The team's gelled really well. They've played really well together, taken out a lot of good teams. And so he's coming in. I think he's pretty confident, ready to take on the next challenge, and excited that being a freshman, this is the first year in TAPS that we've gotten this far, and that there's, the opportunity to go further.
Yeah, and this isn't a small thing. Like, we're in Lubbock, Texas.
Yes.
Like a million miles away from Corpus. And we're here at this beautiful Embassy Suites, but this is a whole different level, whole different league. We really don't know what to expect tomorrow, but we're excited.
Yeah,
Team's excited.
Definitely excited. Taking the jump from our previous organization to TAPS, a big jump. It's a different environment for sure.
That's right. And one of the things that was unique about this year is Coach Garrett brought in our moms, and they had a special practice. And so with that inspiration, we're going to bring some moms on for some gridiron genius. So we have 4 mom volunteers. Let's bring them on. It's called Gridiron Geniuses, Mom Edition. You have paper in front of you, and everyone's going to need a stack of paper and then a pen. There's pens here.
Thank you.
Let's see. I know you guys had practice with the team. Many of you were sore for many days afterwards.
Yes.
Yes. But let's see how our football knowledge is now that we're in postseason. All right, postseason. Okay. All right. So I will give you the question, write it down, cover it up, no cheating, and then we'll reveal. I'll do 3, 2, 1 reveal. We'll see how we're doing, and best mom wins, right? And you're playing for a free breakfast tomorrow.
Okay. Geez, you're so generous.
Yeah. We're at Embassy Suites, so they're all
Yes,
free.
yes.
Okay. All right. Question number 1. 6-man football was invented in 1939 by a teacher, Stephen Epler. What state was 6-man football founded in? What state was 6-man football founded in? It is an amazing football state. To write a state, you're under a time crunch.
Really?
Yes.
There's only 50 to choose from.
Okay, I'm just gonna go with.
All right. So I forgot to introduce. We have Deborah Cordova, who his son Josh is playing, Diane Prime, Mrs. Leifer, Martisha Leifer, and Amanda Kasirik. So, all right. 3, 2, 1, reveal. It's the great state of Nebraska. It was built in Nebraska.
Nebraska.
Chester, Nebraska. I've actually been there.
Oh.
I've
He
been
set
there.
us up.
I've
Yeah,
been
I
there.
would have never.
All right.
He knew that.
Okay. All right, next question. How many points is a kicked point after attempt worth? How many points is a kicked point after attempt worth in six-man football? 3, 2, 1, reveal. It's worth 2 points. 2 points. Good. All right. All right, question 3. How long is a six-man football field? How long is a six-man football field? I think Martisha might have an advantage on this one.
Yeah, I think she knows.
All right, 3, 2, 1, reveal. Deborah's still writing. It's 80 yards.
80?
80 yards.
Okay.
Yes, good. All right.
I do.
All right.
Times
Are we
2.
supposed to use a fresh sheet of paper every time?
If you need to.
Okay,
If you need to.
I'm very green.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Question 4. In six-man football, how many players are eligible receivers? How many players are eligible receivers? All right. 3, 2, 1, reveal. It's kind of a trick question. All 6 of them are.
Oh,
All
wow,
6
okay.
of them are.
All
Yes.
right. Woo!
Yes. All right. Number 5. The mercy rule ends the game early at how many points ahead? How many points ahead ends the game? 3, 2, 1. 45. Okay, good. We all got that one. Good. We know that one.
We're experienced.
Yeah. That's when you, end the game early. All right. Question 6. Six-man football spread during the 1940s because of what major event? What major event happened in the 1940s that spread six-man football? Do we know our history? Major events, big events. No answer? It was World War II. World War II. World War II. Yes. Good job. All right. Question 7. How many points is a field goal worth in six-man? How many points is a field goal worth in six-man? 3, 2, 1. It's actually worth 4 points. Yeah. It's worth 4 points.
Because we never keep
Yeah,
that.
That's
we've
pretty
never
rare.
done that.
Yeah.
We've never done that before.
All right. Question number 8. How many yards are needed for a first down in six-man football? How many yards do you need to get a first down? 3, 2, 1. 15. 15 yards. 15 yards. Yes.
I've been wrong this whole time.
Did you have 15?
Oh, you got it right. Okay.
Okay.
Have we been
All right.
watching the same games?
How long are quarters in six-man games? How long are quarters in six-man games? How many minutes? 3, 2, 1.
No idea.
No, 10. They're 10
Oh.
minutes.
Oh, we were all wrong.
Yes, 10.
So if I previous answer.
Yeah, I don't feel like a genius right now.
Well, thank you, moms. Thank you, moms, for your gridiron genius. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Well, we'll reset here and we'll bring on Coach Garrett. So thank you again.
Good job,
Not
ladies.
bad.
Good job.
Free breakfast for everyone. All right, with me is Coach Colton Garrett. He is our first year coach here. And how did the moms do?
They did well. They did well. I'm a little disappointed on a couple of those questions
Yeah.
because, the how many minutes a quarter? We've had 9 games this season, so
It makes you wonder what they're doing
that's
during
the question
quarters.
that I asked.
Yeah.
Actually. I said,
Yeah.
but it's okay. They did well. So we're
How
proud
did
of
they
them.
do in practice?
In practice, I would say they did much better. They gave us everything they had, which is all we could ask for. I know many of them were sore the next day, so that tells me that they showed up and they did what was needed. So
Yeah, there was some complaining about how hard you were with them.
no, maybe a
Like
little
no
bit.
water breaks,
we-
like waters for
Yeah,
for weakness.
We
Yeah.
told them that
Yeah.
we're gonna show them kind of what their boys go through. So we just wanted to give them that experience.
Yeah.
So it was good. It was good. They did good.
So it's your first year coaching here, and it was on someone. You came in late. You didn't have a preseason, didn't have any camps. Like you walked in to the season. What was the things that you wanted to establish right away with your kids when it came to football, but also just spiritually? How did you want to build that culture? What did you set up from the start with your team?
Yeah, so the number one thing that we really wanted to do coming in was form relationships, because if we're not connected with these guys, we're not going to go anywhere. So that was point number one, was try to build the strongest relationships we could within a very quick amount of time, because we only had a couple days to do that before we really had to get into the game planning aspect of it. So that was point one, and then the next thing was just figuring out who they were as individual athletes, who they were as individual people, and then how can we as coaches better assist them throughout the season and do our part to build them up, raise them, and get them to achieve the goals that they have. So those were the kind of our 2 points that we really wanted to focus on before we really got into the X's and O's and football aspect of the game.
Yeah, and then you really wanted to focus things on a God-centered team. Talk about how you set that up, how you built that.
Yeah, so we always want to put God first, right? Because we know that without him, we're nothing. And so we know if we don't make Jesus our focal point, we're not going to succeed in anything that we do, right? Even if we win, it doesn't matter, right? Because we're not winning, right, the end game that we have in life. And so that was number one, is we just really wanted to ensure that Christ was at the center of our program. And then from there, if we have Christ in the middle, and then we build our family around it, right, which is, that's why we brought the moms in for camps, and that's why we're doing a lot of team dinners. We really wanted to make this a family-oriented team. And so since we've done both those things and we've done a great job at it, I think that's really why we've had not only just the success, in terms of wins and losses, but also just the success of, right, we have a lot more involvement. I mean, we're here in Lubbock, and we've got a room full of people. We've got, fans coming from all over. And so, I think building that culture the way that we really had our eyes set and putting these things at the focal point, just kind of show where we're at and where we're headed. And it's a lot of good headed our way, so I'm excited.
Yeah. Your first game, though, you lost.
We did.
What? Losing's always, bad, but
Yes.
I think there's some things you learned. Like, what did you learn about your team and learn about, what you needed to do?
So we knew going in that it was going to be difficult just because of, like you said, we didn't have a lot of time together. And so I knew going into it, we were just a fraction of what we were going to be. And so with no off season, no summer, no nothing together, that was kind of that time that we had to really begin building. And so, our playbook was, 4 to 5 plays really. And we just weren't a unit yet, right? We were still getting used to each other. We weren't in very good shape. We weren't there yet together. And so we knew going into it was going to be difficult. Obviously, we had our eyes on winning, but I truthfully believe that loss really set us up for success the rest of the year, because that loss, trying to fight back into that game, trying to get out of the hole that we dug ourselves in, I think that set us up for the games like IWA, the games like San Antonio Lutheran, where we were down and we really had to get ourselves back into it. And we felt that feeling before. And so as much as I do hate to lose, I think that game really brought us to where we are now and really showed us a lot of values and aspects that, even though it's going to get tough and even though things are going to be difficult, we can get through it. And so, again, we hate losing. I know that was kind of a shock for all of us, but I really do think that it set us up for success. So it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, you ran the table after that. And your team's been pretty battle tested. You mentioned you've had some difficult road games. You went to San Antonio. You took on an undefeated team. The IWA in-town matchup. Like you've had some intense, almost playoff level football games. So I mean, you have to feel pretty confident where your team is as far as what they've seen, the highs and lows of a game.
I do. We're blessed. We've got a strong team, right? We've got nothing but great athletes. We've got smart athletes, and we've got guys that really just want to go out there and work hard and have fun. And so you put all that together, and that's how you end up with an 8-1 record and into the playoffs. So we're excited. We've been battle tested, and so I think we're set up for success.
We talked about this earlier today. Is that just the way the playoffs format set up? Even though we came in with a lot of wild card points, we got put up against a pretty tough opponent. What can we expect to see from Christ the King tomorrow?
It's going to be a good game, that's for sure. This is not going to be a hand-me-down first-round matchup like a lot of like the playoffs typically are, right? Usually you go into the first round confident that you're going to do well, but we know we're going to do well. But at the same time, we know that this is going to be a 4-quarter battle. We know that they're going to come in with a lot of strength, a lot of size, and they're going to go toe-to-toe with us. And so this is definitely going to be a game that is exciting for the fans, stressful for the coaches, but it's going to be a playoff football game. So that's what we're excited about. It's going to be a lot of just hard work and sticking together and fighting through to the very end. So we're excited.
Yeah. Well, join us. We are going to be broadcasting live on the Warriors Sports Network on huddlefan.com. 12 o'clock kickoff.
Yes.
Here in Lubbock, Texas. It'll be a little warm, looks like.
Yes, it will. Sun will be out. And,
Yeah, but I guess we're used to it in Corpus.
Yeah, we'll be okay. Yeah, we're excited.
Yeah. Well, join us as we get to cheer on the Warriors for their first ever TAPS playoff game. We're excited.
We're very excited. Let's do this.
Let's do this. Let's go Warriors. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.